Invited all of the gubernatorial candidates for next year's election. Unfortunately, the only one to make it out was a good friend of mine, Mr. John Hammond.
Well, it's a real honor and a privilege to be with you. I am actually ashamed that I'm the only Democratic candidate for governor here, but we'll leave that be. I want to talk to you about a new birth of freedom and making Pennsylvania truly the sweetest place on earth. 150 years ago, the Confederate armies invaded Pennsylvania, and the 200 free African Americans living in Gettysburg either fled or went into hiding with white families, because Pennsylvania was a sanctuary from slavery at that time. Abraham Lincoln came to Pennsylvania after the battle and gave the Gettysburg Address, where he called for a new birth of freedom. And that's what you are doing here today. You're calling for a new birth of freedom right here in Pennsylvania. And of course, it's 150 years overdue. Now, I want to tell you one little thing about my personal history. I got off a plane from Ireland as a 12-year-old boy. I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen. I today have more rights before the law than all of you who were born here and have lived here your entire lives. That is shameful. That is shameful. I stand with you because I do know a little bit about being the other. If you are an immigrant, you do experience certain things in that process. And that's maybe why I'm the only candidate here today, because I do understand what it means to be the other. So if we're going to have that new birth of freedom, there are three things that have to happen here in Pennsylvania. First, we've got to end the discrimination that is throughout our laws that allows the LGBT community to be discriminated in housing, in places of employment, in taxation, and so on. That must end. Second, we must, in fact, stop the bullying in our schools.
Yes.
Bullying kills. Let's be clear about that. Bullying kills. That must end. And third, we must have marriage equality now. Now, if we do those three things, we not only have a new birth of freedom in Pennsylvania, we will, in fact, truly make Pennsylvania the sweetest place on earth. I'm from Hershey, and we brand our little town as the sweetest place on earth. I should have brought a bunch of kisses for you and threw it to the crowd. Next time, I'll throw the kisses to the crowd. But in order to really make Pennsylvania and Hershey the sweetest place on earth, we have to have that new birth of freedom. We must have equality now. Thank you very much.